the man on my wall. And he's injured. See, my other dude, my other dude going crazy right now, but we talking about him right now. We talking about him. Where's David Stern when you need him? I'm gonna look him up. Where is he at right now? Oh, he died. Damn, he dead.
This is the 2024 Dallas Mavericks,
Indeed.
A team that accomplished what many teams could only hope for. They made it to the NBA Finals. Now, if ever in this position,
And
most
lost.
organizations will just run it back the next season. Keep the same core group of players, possibly make a few tweaks here and there.
Wait. Who won that NBA Finals? I dead don't know. Who won that? Who won that? Was it? He said 2024, right? Chat, who won the 2024 NBA Finals? I don't know. The Celtics did. Why I thought that the Celtics won in 2023? I thought they won in 2023. I guess not.
The last thing you want is big, drastic changes. But not the Dallas Mavericks, because out of every big, drastic change you could possibly conjure up, they've gone through every single one
it's
of them.
kind of loud.
Out of the 14 players on this championship caliber team you see here, only 2 of them are currently active on their roster.
Dang! That's insane, dude. How are they even gonna play? How are they gonna play? How are they gonna play? If they only got like 5 players, how are they gonna play? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 6, 7. Those, I don't even know if those are NBA players right there. How are they gonna play? They literally have nobody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They ain't got nobody, bro. How are they even playing, bro? I don't know.
As we speak, the Mavericks had a winning formula, but decided it wasn't enough. It is a mess around and find out of biblical proportions.
And they sold their
and a
best
trade that
player
initially
too.
felt
They
like the most
sold
shocking
him, bro.
and inexcusable transaction
They
in
traded
NBA
him.
history has somehow turned out to be a whole lot
Freaking
worse.
AD, bro.
No. Uh-oh.
Like, I don't.
Somehow
AD's
turned
so
out to
fragile,
be
bro.
A whole lot worse.
All bro did was step forward and he's hurt. Bro, God forbid AD step on the ant because his leg might be broke. Bro, AD, what are you doing, bro? He's literally a glass man.
Nope.
Man, poor Kyrie, bro. I literally got him on my wall right here.
Today's video is sponsored by SeatGeek.
I don't
1,000
care if it's
exclusively
sponsored by
search for
SeatGeek,
ticket. I
bro.
know I'm
SeatGeek
using
sponsor me.
tickets. Time Anthony
Hey.
25. Measly little minutes. This is the total amount of time Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving played on the floor together this season. It was a marvelous 25 minutes
not
and a
even
glimpse at just how good Dallas could be
one.
in the
That's
post-Luka
one
era.
game, bro.
What would ensue over the next month is a series of events that would make even the most rational, level-headed
Like,
sports
bro,
fans
like,
believe
this
in
is
curses.
pathetic,
5
bro.
weeks
This is
ago, when the
pathetic.
Mavericks traded away Luka Doncic, the general consensus was
This is
that Dallas
pathetic.
was trading away their future to win now. How in a matter of 5 weeks they've sacrificed both is a tale that will be told for generations. Since
Now
trading
tell
away
me
their-
this. And what world, universe, multiverse is trading Luka for AD a good trade? You traded a 6'6" guard who can shoot from half court effortlessly for a dude who literally would slip on a banana and probably would die from it too. He would probably die from slipping on a banana. All right, you traded your little military general for a glass cannon. Why would you do that? I don't know. Looks like their GM might be smoking crack.
Golden ticket, Dallas has lost Anthony Davis for the rest of the season to a thigh injury. They lost Daniel Gafford to an MCL sprain. In a 3-day span, they lost PJ Washington and Jaden Hardy to ankle injuries, Dante Exum to a foot injury, and Kyrie Irving.
I'm streaming. Dad, hold on. I'm streaming, Dad. Have you seen the room clean? Well, I'll do that later.
Out for the rest of the season after tearing an ACL. 70% of their rotation.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to rotate through 9 players, bro. How is that gonna work? Usually you have 15 players. How they gonna have to rotate through 9, bro? And I guarantee you another person go get injured because like the stress. They can't sit on the bench. This right here is a one starting lineup that you have 4 other players. They can't do that. It's not manageable.
Gone. And
That's
no generational super mega star to carry the load in the meantime. Under any other circumstance, a wave of injuries like this would be unbelievably bad luck.
2016 finals LeBron
just
minutes.
Sheer bad luck. But it
literally playing 48 minutes a game.
Make it rain.
Bro, I'm not a big bag. I don't get no Grubhub, bro. Every food that I eat, I make it
I'm not
myself.
a superstitious person. Everything that happens can be attributed to some rhyme and reason, some cause and effect. But when you throw your franchise player out of the building and call him a fat, lazy heathen before slamming in his face,
what?
Is gonna look
is that what they said?
like retribution, and it is so much luck.
Fat, lazy heathen.
Lazy.
Luka Doncic has been. I ain't got my glasses, chat, so I can't really read like that. Luka Doncic has been the subject of a lot of bad press since being traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, most of coming from the Dallas Mavericks. Since the trade, he's been called overweight, out of shape, and a bad culture fit, a bad defender, and more. That has left the former Mavericks superstar a little shocked, as he never thought he'd leave Dallas, especially in this manner. So let me break it down real quick. They said to their best their franchise player, their best player in the NBA, get your fat self out of here. That's what they said. That's what they said, bro. How do you say that to your franchise player, the man who single-handedly brought y'all to the NBA Finals? Listen to that, bro. I'm thinking outside the box right here. You trade your franchise player, the man who brought you to the NBA Finals. Yeah, he might have weak defense, but he can shoot from half court with ease. Why would you do that for a man who would literally slip and fall and die on the court? It don't make no sense.
Heathen before slamming the door in his face. Bad luck is gonna look a little bit more like retribution. And it is so much worse than we could have imagined. Last season, the Mavericks roster played a total of 18,134 minutes on the court. That's the combined minutes of every player on their roster throughout the regular season. As of this week, only 10% of those minutes are on their active roster. 10%. That means 90% of all minutes from last season are not currently active or playing for the Dallas Mavericks. And many of these players will continue to be out for considerable time, if not the rest of the season. The returning 10% of playing time comes from their backup center, the 8th man, and a man that's been on a 2-way contract for the last 2 seasons. If you have a Mavericks fan in your life, check on them, see how they're doing, because what has happened to them and their team is criminal. The only consolation to the Luka trade was that at least for the near future, the Mavericks would be in title contention with Kyrie and Davis.
I'm gonna continue to talk my stuff about AD. Like, let AD get a paper cut on his left pinky, and he's out. He's out for the season. Let him get a paper cut on his pinky. He's out for the season. He needs to be studied. Yeah, it was good. Straight out of Mars. I'm doing swell. Feel me? I'm glad you decided to stop by here. I would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying, if you stay. But you don't have to. Nobody's forcing you. You feel me?
That they would be winning games while the Lakers were prepping Luka to take the torch from LeBron before he retires. This couldn't be further from reality.
What? Brain damage? How did he get brain damage?
Take the torch from LeBron before he retires. This couldn't...
brain damage is kind of insane. And what way in basketball does your head get damaged unless somebody done roundhouse kicked your head? How? What? Does he have CTE now because he played basketball? That's something you will see out of football. This is basketball we're talking about here. How do you get brain damage in basketball?
Be further from reality.
Like,
From
how
the start
does that
of the
even
season
happen?
to the infamous trade, the Lakers and Mavericks were just 1.5 points apart in net rating. Even without Luka in their lineup for over a month, Dallas was playing better than LA. But since Luka's first game with the Lakers, LA has the 7th best net rating in the NBA of plus 6.4.
Bro,
look at
the Mavericks, dude. They just see that. I'm telling you, bro, that was a terrible trade. You traded your best player for a little a 7-foot glass cannon, and now look at you. They went from here to here. Like, come
have
on.
a net rating of negative 8.2, the third worst.
It's hard to
in
be
the
a Dallas
entire
fan,
league.
bro. And I live in Charlotte. Look what we're doing right here. Look what we're doing. Freaking Hornets. I swear, bro. Every state that I moved to when I was living there, we sucked. When I was in New York, we sucked. The Nets, we suck. The Knicks, we suck. The Hornets, we suck. Why do we suck this bad? There is no way to comprehend why the Hornets are so bad. What are they doing? I don't get it. Like, we're basically off the map at this point. Like, nobody is near us. We don't even have good offense or defense. We're all the way at the bottom. We're at the bottom of the league, bro. Like, I expected some random team like the freaking Hawks to be bad, but we're the freaking Hornets, man. We suck. Like, I can't do this, bro. I can't go to an NBA game and watch good comp. I always have to watch a bad team against a good team or a bad team against a bad team. The only way I can see two good teams play each other is if I go out of state to watch an NBA game, which I never did that before. All right? We can't. And if you live in Charlotte, we cannot have good comp in football or basketball. I don't know nothing about no hockey, no soccer, no nothing like that. But football and basketball, we can't watch good comp, bro. It's either we want to watch a good team against a bad team or a bad team against a bad team. It's not good entertainment, bro. That's why the NBA ratings are down, because the players are garbage. That's why the ratings are down.
Like legitimate contenders right now, winning 12 of the last 15 games.
I can go on an hour rant talking about how bad the freaking Hornets are
at the moment. Since Luka's debut in LA, the Lakers are a plus 117 in point differential. In that same time, the Mavericks are a negative 125. Not only did Dallas mortgage their future, they inadvertently sacrificed the present. And to literally add insult to injury, the Mavericks front office and ownership has taken zero accountability for the shoddy decisions they've made throughout all of this. In fact, they've doubled down, insisting Luka was not fit to be the future of their franchise. But the real kicker to all of this is that in the one game that we saw how this team was intended to look, they played great. Even after Anthony Davis went down, Kyrie Irving stepped up and played some of the best basketball of his entire career.
Can we get an L Mavericks in the chat, bro?
Carrying the offensive load for Dallas. But to pull this off, the Mavs had to...
I bet for sure. Can we get an L Mavericks in the chat, bro? From literally going to the top of the NBA to the literal bottom of the NBA. Can we get an L Mavericks in the chat? L freaking Mavericks, chat.
To play Kyrie far more than he ever has. Over the last month and a half, Kyrie played the most minutes per game of any player in the entire league. Not out of desire, but out of necessity. The Mavs needed him to play as much as possible in the absence of Luka and then AD. Over that same time span, in the 5 games Kyrie didn't play and in the one he left early due to injury, the Mavericks went 1-5 and lost by an average margin of more than 20.
This hurts my heart right here, because look at this chat, bro. This hurts. This freaking hurts. Hurts. See this, bro? See this, bro? I got the man on my wall, and he's injured. See, my other dude, my other dude going crazy right now, but we talking about him right now. We talking about him. Like, we can't win. The NBA is just very, very disappointing, chat. I don't know what else to say. We're just the NBA is just very, very disappointed. So somebody needs to get Adam Silver out of here. And I don't know where David Stern at. If he passed away, we need to resurrect him. I don't know where he's at right now, but we need him back right now. Right now. Adam Silver, the Mr. Vampire, he can't be the commissioner, man. He can't be commissioner. I'd rather have Commissioner Gordon be the commissioner of the NBA. He can't. This can't happen, bro.
20
This
points.
ain't right.
It's impossible to know if Kyrie's injury was exacerbated by the excess minutes he was spending on the court. But playing an aging 33-year-old injury-prone point guard,
Like, bro, he's 33.
Before, feels like a catalyst.
He's 33,
Losing AD in
chat.
his first game with the team felt like the worst.
Bum, bro. This freaking bum right here, bro. This bum, number 3, Anthony Davis, Mr. Unibrow himself. He's a bum. Freaking bum, dude.
Worst case scenario. And then Dallas lost half of their roster. And then they lost the player who was single-handedly keeping them afloat. Which brings us here. And with the Dallas Mavericks team that doesn't share an ounce of DNA with the team that made it to the finals.
Oh, hold on. Look at it.
Single-handedly.
He's hurt, but he's able to carry another player off the court, right? But he's hurt though. He's hurt though, chat. He's hurt. Remember that he's hurt. But he's able to carry his teammate off the court, but he's hurt. He shouldn't even be he shouldn't even be touching the court. If you hurt, you stay yourself on the bench. You stay there. You sit there, you stay there, and you shut up. How are you carrying your teammate off the court if you're hurt? It don't make sense, man. You see, it's AD. He has some sort of contamination where if you're in contact with AD, you're most likely to get hurt. Because as soon as he came to the freaking Mavericks, the entire Mavericks got hurt. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out. It's infectious. What was it? It's contagious. He has some sort of contagion that if you're in contact with AD in a certain amount of time, you're going to get hurt sooner or later. And this happened to the entire Mavericks team. I know my ball, bro. I know, bro. I know these things.
Which brings us here. And with the Dallas Mavericks team that doesn't share an ounce of DNA with the team that made it to the finals just last season.
I'm thinking on a whole nother level than y'all, chat.
Any player get injured, regardless of the circumstance. The health of the players takes precedence over everything else that's going on. But the Mavericks specifically cited Luka's health as a major concern and one of the main reasons why they didn't see a future with him. The fact that directly following these statements, the Mavericks have been hit with one of the worst injury plagues we've seen in recent history, while Luka is absolutely obliterating every team he faces on 2 healthy legs, is a level of irony that is almost too strange to even believe. As if the basketball gods are punishing them for the rash and brazen treatment of their former star. A curse. When in reality, this is the result of trading away your best player, swapping him for a player who is often injured, working your remaining best player into the ground, and stumbling into a stretch of bad luck with absolutely no recourse. Right now, the outcry from Mavericks fans is enough to make anyone want to go and protest with them. You know
this is embarrassing, chat, bro. We can't let this happen,
their
bro.
condolences.
Can't let
to
this
no
keep
fault
going
of their
on.
own and against
Somebody
their
has to put a
wishes.
stop to
In
AD.
mere months, they went from cheering on Luka and Kyrie in the NBA Finals to watching their team dissipate and be reduced to rubble. And yet, despite their disappointment for how all of this has unfolded, Maverick fans are still as steady and passionate as ever, sticking by a franchise that has completely undermined them and their loyalty.
He's done for the
But
rest of
just
the
this
season,
past
dude.
week, the Mavericks offered their fans a token of appreciation, a gift to alleviate the recent betrayal they were put through by raising ticket prices 8%.
What?
A masterclass of basketball.
Mavericks, you lost your entire team. And your first thing that you decide to do is raise ticket prices like we want to see them.
Basketball mismanagement, spearheaded by...
Nah, I ain't done. You think we want to see a pile of trash dribble a basketball up the court? No! No, y'all are so freaking greedy. The NBA is so greedy. Y'all are capitalizing off of having less players. Like what sense does that make? Y'all have nobody to rotate throughout the course of the game. You had no rotation. You basically have one starting lineup and 4 bench players. That's it. You have one starting lineup and 4 bench players. You have nothing. And you decided to raise ticket prices by 8%. Like we want to watch that? No. No. Like we want to watch some trash play the game. No.
The worst
This is getting
trade
out of hand.
in
Adam
modern
Silver,
sports
you need to
history.
stop this. Bro, where's David Stern when you need him? I'm gonna look him up. Where is he at right now? Where is he? What is he doing, bro? What is he doing? David Stern. Alright. He is currently 77 years old. He got a couple years left in the tank. Come back. He got a couple years left in the tank. Alright? Oh, he died. Damn, he dead.